Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. Yeah. Um, Here we are, dude. It is 420 stream, running a little bit late today. I was editing the picture for the screen grab or the thumbnail, as the case may be, so that we could clickbait people in to joining us here on this live stream going on. So our first live stream today was the fire directly across the street from our house, and it got to about a third of a mile, maybe closer. And fortunately, the wind was blowing it in a northwest direction, and the wind was super light today. So they got it all wrapped up in about 2.5 hours, maybe more. Huge air support today. Lots of air support going on. And I got so much footage today, so we will maybe I can see if I can show you some of it today. I have some airdrops going on with the let's see, where's a good airdrop photo. So the beginning, when we first got here, if you're tuning in late, where's the one when we first got here? Now the pink line's already there. So when we first got here, there was no, I was down here. Wait, hold on. Let me get this going. It comes in quick. There you go, dude. There's them dropping. So that's from me shooting this video at the end of our driveway. So you can see it's right there, and you can see the wind is sort of blowing. That's in a northeast direction. And watch there. I got another one. There's the second tanker comes in. So that's our driveway right there, dude. Just so you get reference. And here comes the next tanker. Boom. Where is it? It's coming in there. There it comes. This one I got sweet. I got good footage right here. Look at this one. Swing. There it is, dude. So that pink line they dropped was strictly for like our houses right on the on our street there, because there's like one other house. See where that bush is by the telephone pole? That's our one neighbor up there, and then there's no houses past that. So we were right there, dude. And so that was action today. So I was down at the church, because I'm a trustee down at our church, and we've been cleaning up all the like weird pantries and workshops and stuff that have had years of clutter built into them. So me and the main trustee Aaron, we were down there working and doing our things. We heard a bunch of sirens and stuff, and then I was outside. We were moving something, and I was like, look down, and you could see the smoke down where we live. He's like, hey, there's smoke down the way by where your house is. And that's always the big fear, right? And so I went out and looked, and I was like, well, let's go check it out, man. Hop in. And so we drove down, and as we driving closer, because there's the little mountains, and then there's a lake, and then there's another mountain range on the other side of the lake. So it kind of looked like the fire was on the other side of the lake. And as you got closer, you could see it was on that ridge directly in front of our house. And I was like, whoa, dude, it's game on, dude. So I pulled into the driveway, and I'm wearing flip-flops. So I had to just get my boots on and get my tractor out and start pulling hoses and do the whole thing. But so we were there in my driveway pretty much before any of the fire guys started showing up. like they were right in front of us probably by like 10 minutes, but they weren't like getting up in the thing. And then the air support just attacked. I mean, they attacked the fire across the street with, they had 3 different helicopters, 2 of the small fixed wings, and then the big fixed wings. I got footage of that, would come in and just brah. So if you wanted to go look right now, it's completely surrounded by this pink ring of God knows what the pink stuff is. But guaranteed it's not healthy. It's not organic. Guaranteed the pink stuff is not donut frosting, dude, at all. So so it was pretty action packed. I got out it was a good shakedown with the thing. Like at first I was like kind of overwhelmed, like where do I start? And then I was just like, Owl, go start up the tractor. So Hal started up the tractor, and then I got the tractor out and I just started cutting a fire line and there's a vacant field between our house and the where the fire was. So I've been waiting for the fire to come over the backside, but it came over the front side. So I just got the tractor out and just started adding to my fire, because I already cut like one big fire break along the fence line. And so then I went in and just got another one going. Here, wait, here's a sort of a, where's the time lapse? I got like, here, wait, let's see. Can we get this one going? So then let me hold that there. So that's the, that's sort of what's going. That was like right when we first got there. So you can see like that's our backyard where the bunkhouse is. And then that's like our fence, right? So this field right here between our house and the neighbors is just like a 3-acre field. So I was like, all right, well, if the fire's coming in a straight line to me, I want to clear everything in the path. So my front field's completely bare because the cows have grazed it down. So I got over there and just started scraping dirt on the John Deere for a while and did that. I think you can actually see if, let's see, do we get I have the, here, wait, look, you can see, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. There I go by in the tractor right there. Wait, there it is. There I go by, and where's the tractor right there? Did I stop it? I can't tell. This is a tricky move here. Where am I going? There I go. There I go, jamming by in the tractor. Right there I am with the tractor. Gonna get out there, and so I just start. You can see I'm right there. I'm just cutting fire line, man. So I cut some fire lines across the field, and then I just started. Once I got like the first fire line sort of set up, I was good to go. I had on my dude, please don't text me when I'm in the middle. I know what it is, dude. It's so frustrating. Like, dude. And so it was the classic thing. So we got out all our stuff, but there was no point where I thought that I had to like fire up the pumps. Like I have a bunch of like water pumps and stuff, like and fire hose, like actual like 2-inch fire hoses. I didn't even think about rolling that stuff out. The air support on the fire was pretty next level, dude. I have to admit, they were not messing around. I mean, it helps that there's a lake a quarter of a mile away and that the helicopter air base is in our backyard, basically. But it was pretty impressive. I have to admit that they were not messing around. Like they were like, okay, but I still come from the I'm an anti-government guy, dude, which means that I don't get to pick and choose which part of the government that I'm going to depend upon, dude. Right? I don't want to depend upon any of that. So, besides me paying from the yellow lines on the road, so it's up to me to be prepared for said incidents. It's nice, like we know a bunch of the fire people and the sheriffs and the whole thing. Like we're pretty, like I was on the phone with the incident commander today. So you know what I mean? Like it was like that. But what I'm getting at is it was good. It was that thing. So like I at a certain level, I wasn't really that worried about it because the way the wind was blowing, I knew. But I was on the thing of like, there's like a little valley in there that circles right back down to like our house. I was kind of worried it might get in there and then the wind could switch like later. Because usually the wind will switch up here around, midday, right? That was around 11 o'clock. So midday wind switch was a potential, but the wind would have like been pretty hard blowing out of the southwest. So I wasn't really that worried, but it's fire, man. So it was cool. I went and got a bunch of footage. So because I was on this side of the roadblocks, I went up and got some pretty good footage of the fire burning. And it's kind of amazing how quick it is. Like once it's going, dude, like you can really see that we got lucky today, dude. We got lucky today, basically, because once it gets going, it's off to the races all the way into the wilderness areas and all that stuff. And so, and it's dry and hot. It is dry and hot up here. But so yeah, the big news on it was an arsonist, right? So back here on the road Sierra Way along the lake, and the road is out like 5 miles because it got blown out in the big storm 2 years ago. So there's a dead end out there. So apparently there was a dude, there was an arsonist out there. I got this on footage too. There was an arsonist out there, and he was lighting a bunch of fires. It wasn't just one. I guess the guy was lighting fires from like here all the way. What? Yes, Owl.
When are you meeting for a live stream so we can do a spam? Take your time though.
What?
Take your time though. But I'm just asking when you're gonna be done.
At 5:20.
What time is it now?
I don't know. Go consult the clock, dude, in your room.
4, 5. Okay.
Why?
I don't know. Because I want to do my Spanish.
Okay. What do you? What? Okay. What do you? Okay. And so where was I at, dude? Let me see. I got the footage of. So anyway, it was an arsonist guy was off lighting a bunch of fires. Let me see this like fresh, right? So I got the cops chasing him, dude. To let's see. Let's go. Let me back it up a little bit. Sorry that this is so sloppy, but we are. Not a lot to burn in the front. My weak spot's in the back, though. Here it comes. You can hear all the helicopters. Cows don't look that worried. Cows aren't worried. That's looking right down our driveway. Wait, where is it? It's coming. Hear him coming. So the brown stuff, it got into something like fresh, right? The brown smokes, like it got. Where are these guys going? That's them chasing the arsonist right there. It's a full-on clown show. Oh no, dude. They didn't have the guy head him off at the pass. So that was the arsonist guy. And apparently the dude was really trying to get a big fire going, because I guess he started like 10 different little spot fires between this one and where the road dead ends, dude. And the fire guys were completely on top of it, dude, which was kind of rad. So it wasn't just like they had the one thing right here on our hill, which was the big one out of the 10, but I guess the dude was out just like on some like crusade to burn down the thing, and was like lighting them in like people's driveways. And I don't even know, because the dust hasn't settled on this thing yet, but apparently the dude was like but he got caught. The end of the deal is the dude got caught, and he got caught. They got him, dude. I don't know where he thought he was going, but so yeah, so that's the thing is it was an arsonist, man. So you look at like the fires we've had up here lately, dude. All of them are idiot created, except for the one fire that got started up there in the Domeland Wilderness, which was lightning strikes. And then there's a coffee pot fire I think they're letting just burn. It was a lightning strike too. So it was kind of interesting. Yes, it was kind of out. It was kind of interesting. And here, wait, that's the daughter got checking in. So you gotta let her know it's A-okay, dude. And this is the fire out now, dude. It's all handled, dude. That's nice pinkness, dude. Yes. And so that was the thing, dude. That's what's been going on today. Don't forget, you can become a member. There's a link down below if you want to join and support your favorite YouTuber and do what YouTube won't, which is support its creators. So it's up to you guys. And there's a membership down below. I thought Hobo Pro, you joined up yesterday. Oh, I see it. I got it. You have a wrench too, dude. My bad. Hobo Pro batteried out yesterday, dude. Brian Pipes has got his thing going on, dude. So the more the merrier, dude. We're trying to get this thing back on. I have a video dropping with all the fire coverage on it today. So yeah, it was one of those things, man. It was a shakedown for the thing. And I have to admit, my first thought when I pulled into the driveway is what do I do? And then I was like, okay, like just start pulling hoses. The first thing I was like, you got to get shoes on, like get some boots on your feet, dude. That was step number one, dude. The hottest is this. So we were standing at the end of the driveway watching what was going down, right? Because it was right there, dude. So we were watching what's going down, and I hope I got this, dude, on footage, because this is all time, dude. And the bird came out, and where's the footage with the bird? I got it, but it's sort of long range. Wait, let's see. Can you? So wait here, let me back this up just a little bit. So it's kind of hard to see, but you'll be able to see it. So that's our driveway. That's the front of our driveway. Owl went down to like hold down the fort with his watering can, dude. He like rolled down and brought his like two gallon watering can. He was ready to douse the fire, dude. it was a lot of me just staying like keeping it moving so he didn't like worry. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't worried about it. You can kind of see with the tractor, like, so if I got going, so the tractor, if you look, I see that strip right down there. I'd already done that, and then I'd done the back in there, and then today I just totally like cleaned out the entire front, dude. But the bird came down with this watering can and was keeping guard while we walked to the top of the hill, and was he was ready to handle business, dude, if it should arrive with his watering can. Like you gotta love that vibe. Like you absolutely have to be stoked on the vibe of just that thought alone was winning. So I was like, right on, dude. Cause he like when it was funny, we pulled in and he was in doing something in the house, and we pulled in and he comes out and he's like, oh, there's a fire, dude. Like he didn't know, he came out because he heard us pull into the driveway. And I'll tell you, dude, he was super, super cool, man. And which is nice because you know, it used to be where you get super worried about the fire, but we've had so many of them this season and they've all been fairly close that, and I've made a point of being like fire prepared. Like if you were to go around, like I've spent, like, it's funny, the last like week I've been totally cleaning up the back of the house. Like I moved all the, like I organized all my wood. I took a bunch of stuff to the dump, dude, just like scrap wood. And I've been just cleaning out every little, so I realized like dealing like the fire, it's really like the way the fire moves, and studying it a little bit is what you don't want is anywhere where an ember could collect in like a little pile of duff or litter or leaf thing. And I went behind my back fence here, and there was just all these like leaf piles, like what, and I just went and blew them all out and did all that stuff. And so yeah, it was action. It was I won't say it was action packed. It wasn't really action packed. It was more just like, whoa, there it is, man. There it is, dude. There was the beast of the fire, and it reared its head and just said, dude, I am here and I am present. Because it was funny. I was I think if you remember, I made a video about a week ago, 10 days ago, where I was like, one of the things is like the big giant fire happened. They put that out. All the fire crews have left. And people have a tendency to think, well, the big fire happened and go back to business. But we're in August. We still got a solid 2 months of fire season, September, October. They call it Smoketober, dude, up here, dude, because there's usually the fires usually come in October. So we had an early fire season. So yeah, it's that thing. So I took I went the opposite direction. I've just been out cleaning up and clearing and just like getting fortified and being ready and just truly assessing like the weak points of my setup, dude. So that's what I've been up to today. And organizing the church stuff and my own property and hardening the reality, dude. There's always lots of arsonists, dude. I mean, that's the weird thing about it when you find out that there was no houses in that fire, but over on the Havilah fire, there was like people lost all sorts of houses, dude. I know a couple people that lost their houses. So, but I think on a certain level, you just living out here in the wilds, you kind of have to be ready to rock and roll it, man. And I think the next thing I want to purchase is like a full like fire suit, dude, like the fire guy suit, the jacket, the pants, the whole thing. I got a gas mask and stuff, so I got that part of it handled, dude. But I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind a full gas mask with a scuba tank, the whole thing. Just if I'm gonna stick it out, dude. I'm not abandoning this ship, dude. We've already abandoned the big ship, dude. Don't abandon the little ship, right? It's the last boat we got. So yeah, man, that's what's going on. I've noticed on the I think I'm gonna try to do a number on September of no input September, dude, which is tricky, dude. You know, we talk a lot about what we can do to improve our physical and mental health. I think no input September might be the goal I'm shooting for, because I noticed they're just trying to crank up this World War III thing again. And I will assure you that there are no nukes, dude. I know it seems crazy, dude, that there are no nukes, but there aren't. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not super duper gnarliness in the arsenal of whatever it is. But at this point, if they haven't used them, they're not going to, dude. I mean, every excuse under the book has been laid out. Like the Ruskies aren't going to nuke anyone, dude. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but for those who are doomsday infatuated, like, we're gonna have to ride this one out. It's this weird thing. I think the doomsdayers are the equivalent of the rapture people, in like a weird thing of like, we get to avoid the struggle. No, there's no free passes. And I can assure you that the powers that be are not that. They like, if they had it, they would use it, but they don't really want us, so they never built it in the first place, dude. And so I look at them ramping up this thing with them, like blowing up Russian oil things. Like, they're definitely, listen, if you have children that are in their late teens, I definitely would be horrified right now. Like, you know, like, I figured I got 10 years to figure it out with my child. But if you have a child who's like 16 to 30, I would be super nervous about what's going on, because again, is the World War III hustle is just a scam to get you to want to think that it's a reasonable option to send your children overseas or have them abducted by some sort of crazy government. Because I would say, I would highly suggest you look up a term called democide, and democide is the real problem. It's not annihilation of the entire globe and some sort of nuclear cataclysm, dude. That's not the problem, dude. The problem is they're going to try to convince everybody to volunteer for this thing. And the volunteer is this tacit, so like there's like this sort of like, and the way they do it is backdoor, right? Again, we're going to break up the some Nomax gear. Yeah, that's on the list, dude. That's the fire gear is the next. I'm sort of waiting to get a little bit further in with my firefighter people up here to just get the bro deal. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm all about it, dude. But on this level of it all. So moving to the thing. So the hustle is on this 1000X World War III thing is the way they do it is inverted, dude. The big event in early, it's really got people to sign up. Well, yeah, like I said, I went down the bunny hole on the big event from the beginning of the century, and really was fascinated by it, dude. And what the one thing they've got going now is they've fried everybody with the sauce, dude. So I'll circle back on. So I guess I will stay over the target for a second. The hustle is this. They've got everybody trying to get you to be like, one of your puppets that you can choose from is the one that is not going to get you into World War III, right? So it's like they guaranteed that, like, if you vote for the girl from California, we're gonna get into World War III and this and that. And the Orange Man had no wars while he was under his tenure, and he didn't get us into any new wars. So he's going to be the one that's going to go and wheel and deal with the with Netanyahu and Zelensky and shut all this down and blah blah blah, because he's a crazy guy and they're all afraid that he's going to nuke him and this and that, because that's how he did it on the first round. What they're really telling you is they're trying to get you to buy into the World War III narrative, dude. And I guess when we say World War III, we tend to think that it's the thermonuclear apocalyptic end of the world. And I think that what they're trying to do is trying to get you to settle for a less complete version of World War III, right? So we all have grown up with the concept that World War III will be fought with nuclear weapons and this and that. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones, right? So we've always been propagandized and programmed to believe that World War III is mutually assured destruction, Armageddon, and the whole thing. What I think that they're trying to do is get you to settle for like, like it's just tank warfare and just sending troops into trenches and like, whatever. We're preventing the nuclear annihilation thing. That's the hustle right there. The hustle right there is to think that there's a conventional way out of what is going on here, and that we're going to avert World War III, whichever puppet we pick or don't pick or whatever. And what I'm telling you is don't sign the contract spiritually, mentally, and thinking that it's okay. War is not okay. It's never been okay. It is a bankrupt concept, dude, that has served its purpose to show humanity the truth. Listen, if we didn't learn our lesson last century about it, like, what was the point of the last century? Did it work? Did it do anything? They conquered the great evil and this and that. Well, here we are, dude. Here we are with again, as it didn't conquer the great evil, because the great evil is spiritual in form, right? So if you look at like World War II, the war to end all wars, yeah, dude, World War II, dude, they went and fought the Nazis, and yeah, dude, and the bad guys over in Europe, and well, lo and behold, they just moved down into the area formerly known as Palestine, dude, right? Like the baddies, the real bad guys, they moved down and they're called Zionists now, dude. And okay, they're the same mental program, dude. It's just a different outfit, dude, or a different. Yeah, okay. So the Nazis were a bunch of occult, weirdo, fatherland version of it all. Dude, go listen to what the Zionists are. We have the right, and we're this. They're the same group of weirdos, dude. They're using the same holier than thou, and we're divine, and we have the right to this. They're doing the same exact thing that the crazy dudes that were hanging out in Germany did. Again, just to be clear, like, there's a giant difference between people who are Jewish and people who are Zionist. You do get that, right? That the Zionists have hijacked Judaism to use it as a cover story because it has the built-in stuff from World War II and history to hide behind. But the Zionists are not Jews. Well, I mean, they are Jews, but they're not. They're hiding behind this. So just so we're clear who these people are. So they're the same broken mental, spiritual bottom feeder that was present in Pol Pot's Cambodia, that was present in who Idi Amin was, who was in Rwanda, who Slobodan Milosevic was, who the suicide squads down in El Salvador and Nicaragua and Colombia and Chile, Pinochet. Pinochet is no different than Netanyahu, who's no different than Hitler, is no different than Pol Pot. These people are all come from the same problem, dude, is the broken nature of the human condition, right? So what they're trying to get you to do is sign up for the broken nature of the human condition. And again is the thought they don't want to get you to fully wrap your head around is ultimately all solutions end to the final solution, dude. It's just whose squad is at the end of that. So if you're signing up for this thing, that's where it all goes. So don't sign up for that because there's no way out of it, dude. It just is going to keep repeating itself over and over and over and over again until we come up to face the problem. And again, the problem is us personally. It is us. And it's the person in the mirror, because within each and every single one of us is that caricature. Whether it be Pol Pot or Hitler or Idi Amin or Pinochet or Pablo Escobar or Richard Ramirez or Jeffrey Dahmer or whoever it is, we all contain that within us. And the propaganda that's been hustled down to us is the fact that we don't want to accept that part because we think that we don't have to own it. And that is ultimately why we ultimately have to get the spiritual solution, because we contain that within ourselves. And for most people, it's dormant, but we saw it rear its ugly head in 2016. In 2016, we saw people that up until that point, I would consider left-leaning, nonviolent, liberal activists or people, citizens, whatever you want to call them, right? That the minute the orange man went in there, their brain broke and they were like, we can assassinate that dude. And again, the reason that those people fell for that so easily in 2016 was because they didn't have a spiritual component. Because if you have a spiritual component, you realize that that evil is right here inside of yourself, and it's your job to confront that and to get to make peace with it and ultimately be forgiven for it and not absolutely inflict it, right? And so that's what this whole hustle. I like when someone shows up in the chat late and it's like making a big like stink about something. Why don't you put some money in the till and I'll explain it all over to you for again? How about that, dude? And people are so like, so let me get you Rousey style. Do you just show up at the party? Do you just like roll into a party that's already started 40 minutes ago and just show up and be like, so what's going on at the party, dude? Turn off the music, DJ, stop. Let me interrupt and be like, what are we doing at this party? Or do you just sit back and figure out what's going on in the party yourself? Or do you just kick in the door at the party and be like, I showed up. Everybody listen to me because I don't know what's going on. So is that how you do it, dude? You just, why don't you try figuring it out, dude? First, it's like a riddle, dude. That's not that hard to like figure out, dude. Or just drop $20 into the top chat and straight up ask, and you can pay for my patience. Yeah. Anyway, so getting back to the hustle, right? Is Donnie, you're out of your element, dude. Oh, dude. It was over the line, dude. It was over the line. Market. I need to actually go watch that just to decompress on this insane world we live in, dude. So it's no different than, right? So the guy who's down the street this afternoon lighting 10 fires trying to burn down the mountain, right? Is that guy any different than any of these other lunatics? Does he have? No, he's not. He just has less ability to have power, right? He didn't weasel his way into the the leadership of a country or the leadership of some, church or synagogue or mosque or something. Like he just was some idiot who just, but that mentality is the same. So we all have that thing. So that the gig with this World War III hustle is don't settle for the lesser, the lesser of two evils option. And that is the propaganda that is being spewed right now, is the settle for the lesser of two evils propaganda, dude. Listen, man, the people over in the wheat fields of Eastern Europe, they are not like some sort of, they are people that signed the contract, dude, for lack of a better words. They had every opportunity to get out of this thing, because let's forget, this started in 2014. It didn't start 2.5 years ago, dude, in case you just don't know anything about what's going on, dude. So again, is they signed up for the contract, right? Because they bought into the hustle. And there's a weird part of me that like the only way that Zelensky and the people of Eastern of the wheat fields are actually doing this is they must know that there's no nuclear weapons, right? So I sit back and I ask myself this question all the time. And you can go back to when it began and I was making the podcast with Stuart, dude. Is if the people of the Ukraine, the leaders, the power brokers, whoever the coked up monkeys are that are banging on the gong, right? If those people actually were worried about getting nuked, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. In fact, I can by my assessment of their actions, they're absolutely proving that there's no nukes. Like the fact they were like shelling like the nuclear reactors and stuff. Like you got to remember, like, where is Chernobyl, dude? Like that, like, where is Chernobyl, dude? It is. So if anyone is aware that it's a scam, it would be the Ukrainians, dude. The power elite of the Ukraine would be sitting there being like, yeah, there's no nukes, dude. Like, let's go, dude. Let's propagate this war and maybe we can pull it off. Because again, is at this point, the fact that the Ruskies haven't nuked these clowns, if there were any, it is a power greater than myself to understand, dude. Because at this point, it's like so annoying, dude, that yeah, Chernobyl's in Ukraine. That's my point, dude. like that's, I'm pointing out the obvious, dude. It's like the Fukushima situation. Like remember like that, I think that was one of the things that woke me up to the hustle about it too. Like when Fukushima happened, I was part of that moment where I, as a surfer and the whole thing, like, oh my God, the radioactive water is making its way down the west coast of the Americas, right? I remember buying the iodine and taking the iodine and being like, oh my God, dude, all the animals are going to die, dude. And there's going to be radioactive debris washing up on our coasts. And like, and so, dude, Fukushima has been dumping water into the cycle the entire time, dude. The entire time. Since when was that? 2011? 13 years, dude. 13 years. Some sort of insane amount of what is supposedly lethal radioactive waste is being dumped right into the ocean. And yeah, dude. Okay. And so what I'm getting at is the hustle is, and this is the scam is to get you to sign up to think that the existential threat, like how why did they even put it next to the ocean? I mean, you got the dude, you should go look into the one in Mount Diablo Canyon, the nuclear reactor sitting on the California coast that's right next to the Pacific Ocean. Do you know that Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant was built on a fault line, dude? Yeah, just like Fukushima. So weird, dude. Why do they build nuclear reactors on fault lines? Did you know that one of the big problems with Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant was when they were putting in it, they had a huge cocaine problem going on, and they actually installed a bunch of the controls upside down and backwards, dude. So we know why they use the water for like again, Orchard, like we get the base premise concept of why it's next to the ocean, dude. But again, these are hustles, dude, because the stuff, I get it. Like, I understand the water turbine, it's a turbine and keep it cool and all that kind of stuff. But these are being placed in fault zones, dude. Like, it's remember not that long ago, was it 10 years ago, maybe more, they had that nuclear reactor somewhere in the Midwest off of one of the branches of the Mississippi River, either in the North Platte or whatever it was, that got flooded because they were having some crazy flood. And they were like, oh my God, the flood's going to short out the backup generators. And if the backup generators go out, there's going to be a meltdown and all that stuff, dude. All of these reactors are put into like questionable places, dude, for like, what I would argue is the dudes that are making it know that the stuff's not that crazy, dude. I don't really think it's that crazy, dude. Like, am I going to go like walk into the reactor, dude, in my birthday suit? No, dude. But do I actually think that we're facing some sort of cataclysm based upon like all this nuke stuff? No, I don't. So you're not getting my kid, dude. You're not, I guess what I'm saying is you're not getting my kid to hold up an AR-15 in some green leafy fatigues and rush into some Russian foxhole to save us from nuclear war, dude. It's not going to happen, dude. So you're not getting my mental headspace, and you're not getting me to choose the lesser of two evils based upon that. Because again, is the greatest evil facing our society right now is spiritual, dude. Right? So you have, dude. By the way, dude, can anyone tell me what is the religious state of like the girl from California, and what is the religious state of the dude, or spiritual? I should say spiritual, but I go religious because they got to check it on a card. Like, we have two non-spiritual people that are trying to be puppets. So how are we ever going to get any better, dude? How are we ever going to get through? Like, the closest we've gotten to somebody actually looking in the mirror was RFK in his little speech the other day. But I don't know, dude. And so what I'm getting at is Zulu warrior, dude. Zulu warrior. So what I'm getting at is if we think that this is going to be solved by picking the lesser of two evils, like, that is such a broken premise from the beginning. So that's what I'm getting at. So and I'm kind of thinking about it in real time here. Is the World War III hustle, the nuclear Armageddon World War III hustle. So if you're actually afraid of World War III, how is picking the lesser of two evils going to solve that problem? Like, how is that going to solve the problem? How is either bozo going to solve the problem, dude? The Jill Stein thing is like, look, man, like all she's kind of got, like, I as a Jill, I'm not an anti Jill Stein dude. I just, who's afraid of World War III? Like, most of the society, dude, underneath the surface. That's, how do you think they're getting away with any of this stuff, dude? I again is people might suggest it would be a great deterrent for. I see. I argue at this stage of the game. I look on WF60423 is the nukes are fake. Yeah. No. I would argue that with the thing is Orange Man allows the left to get away with what they're not going to be able to get away with under the lefty, right? Dude, you should go. It's funny. Pockets of the Future was playing that crazy video where Orange Man is in that meeting with all the people from Congress, and he's talking about we should seize their guns and do due process after. The Orange Man is a triple agent, dude, and again is he's a cover story so that the real people can do their dirty work underneath the surface of like, oh my God, we got our dude in there and like go back to sleep, dude. I argue on the thing of like, maybe we need the girl from California to really put it into focus of like what is going on here. Again, is what is going on here is most people have abdicated their authority. So when I think about it all is deter for what? Like when we go to WL60423, deterring from what? Like I see Orange Man as basically like a sleeping medication for people that should be like wide awake. The World War III deterrent is spiritual again, dude. Always remember the biggest thing that occurred when Orange Man was, well, again, as I liked how deterrent to the war, though. Again, is the only deterrent to the war is your own self, dude. Like the war is the outside world's a reflection of your inner self, right? So it's this thing of they're trying to get you to buy in. They just want you to buy in. They don't want you to actually like pull back the lens and be like, wait a minute, like I'm responsible for my own reality. Look, you were created in God's image, dude. You were created perfectly, dude. You were endowed by your creator with all these inalienable rights, dude. Like people don't seem to get what is the power of our human existence as given to us by God, right? So we don't need these people realistically, dude. What they're there for is to be like reflections of our own ability to self-govern, right? So if you're willing to settle for the lesser of two evils, like, well, what else are you willing to suffer for, dude? I mean, settle for. Yeah, what are you willing to suffer for? So again, is we're being given an option of which way do you suffer, dude? Do you suffer for losing a penny or do you suffer for gaining a penny? And the best way I can break down is the choice right now is what the value of the value US dollar to over history. I'm trying to, the dollar had an average inflation rate of, I don't want to get into inflation rate, dude. What is the dollar value of a dollar today versus 1914? All right. It's getting me too into the weeds, dude. $1 today is verse equals $1 in 1914 is worth. I don't get what they're not giving me what I want, dude. Increase of 12.9. All right, I don't get. It's confusing me. What I'm getting at is the dollar is not worth $1. Dude. The dollars, let's say it's worth 17 cents. I don't know why I picked 17 cents. Let's say the dollar is historically worth 17 cents versus what it was with the inception of in 1913 of the IRS and all that kind of stuff, right? Let's say the dollar's worth 17 cents. Your choice, the lesser of two evils choice is you either get to lose a penny with the girl from California and your dollar is worth 16 cents, or you get to gain a penny with the orange man and your dollar is worth 18 cents. You are still, no matter how you do the math, 82 cents. You're between 82 and 84 cents short on what you should be really valued at, right? And that's what I'm getting at. They've got you choosing between being a pauper and a pauper. And what I'm trying to say is if that's the choice you're making, like what choice is that, dude? Like you're arguing about, do I gain a penny or lose a penny, dude, based upon one dude versus the other. And I'm thinking at this point, you might as well just lose the penny just so that all the people that want to gain a penny can see that they lost a penny, dude. You know what I mean? I guess it's a two penny swing, but that's the way I see it is 94% of its purchasing, 94% of the purchasing power. So yeah, it's worth 6 cents. Dude, why do people text me when I'm like live? It really is frustrating. When else silver day cost $29.50 since 1930? Yeah, we're getting into the weeds. What I'm getting you is that the hustle is this. So and the reason they got you choosing between pennies is because one of these people is going to extricate you from World War III, dude. What I'm telling you is at this point, dude, that the American empire is over. Row style. All right. See, row style, you gotten yourself into the conversation. There you go, dude. There you go, row style, dude. Maybe that's because the GDP is like 1,000x and the average income is 10,000x. It's got nothing to do with that. In a weird sense, it has to do with the entire interest-bearing currency systems based upon belief, just like the nuclear weapons, World War III, military-industrial complex hustle. If you believe it, it is, dude. So again, is that's the scam with the lesser of two evils, because everyone's afraid to pull the plug on it, dude, and be like, you know what? Back when people dug holes for $4 a day. But yeah, like, dude, you should read the book about them building the railroad and understand how much wealth you could accumulate on $4. I think the $4 a day, like, or $2 a day for those dudes. Those dudes are. I was. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Instead of having lime shoes, we were beating indenture. You're missing the point, dude. We still have indentured servants. We have the largest. Again, we're getting me off the tracks. Like, again, it's just look no further than your own backyard, right? We have indentured servants. They just happen to be called prisoners. We have the largest prison population on the per capita on the planet, dude. Most of them are nonviolent offenders, dude. Most of them are there for personal drug use issues, dude. But anyway, dude, I don't want to get into the weeds about all that stuff, dude. The 13th Amendment and the whole thing and blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to get to is the hustle. Because when you dig in, so if you know enough about that, then you could see through the hustle, right? Row styles. If you can see that, then you know that the lesser of two evils option is not an option for us. It's not an option, dude. It's yes, Al. 5.3. Okay. I'm getting my card yanked right now. I'm getting my car janked. Al said it's done. So we're done. If you want to join, become a member and tip your talker. That's always great. I'm getting my plug pulled by Owl, who said my time is up, dude. Which it is, because that's just the way it is. And so with that said, I'm going to drop a video. It'll come out first for channel subscribers, dude. Owl's the man. Yeah. No, I'll drop the fire video later today, early tomorrow. I got to do some editing on the whole thing. And with that said, we will be back. 420 stream, dude. Take it easy. Don't spurg. Is that what you're about to? Don't. It's always caught behind this little emoji thing over here. My comments don't spin fast enough, dude. Anyway, with that said, use the name tags, be kind to each other, find the spiritual solution, dude. End stream. So someone actually thinks they're gonna get through with the no caller ID, dude. I'm just gonna take this one just to see and roust. Yeah. Oh, I didn't end the stream, dude. All right, man. That was a big nothing burger.